This is salt, and this is a sword. Today, we're gonna see if you can actually melt down salt like metal into 4 different shapes. A salt shaker, because it's funny. A wooden spoon to season my food while I eat. An axe to see if it can actually chop down trees. And a sword to see if it can slice. I sliced backward. I totally just sliced backwards on that. We're gonna start by building a wooden frame for each of these objects. Salt spoon and axe frames are done. Now let's get our sword frame done. We're about to push salt way past what it was ever meant to do. And I've got 3 questions. First, if we melt salt at 1500 degrees, will it still taste like salt? And second, when it cools down and hardens, what does it actually look like on the inside? There's only one way to find out. We're gonna break it open and see what's inside. And third, can we turn salt into a sword strong enough to slice a giant watermelon? So here's the plan. I filled all 4 of these wooden molds with casting sand, then stamped in each of our objects so we can recreate them perfectly. But instead of metal, we're pouring in molten salt. This is a crucible. We're about to fill it with salt, melt it down, and then pour it into our salt shaker mold and our spoon mold. Hopefully everything goes well. Are we ready? 3, 2, 1. This is super scientific. I don't know how much to do. All the way to the top, that's probably not a good idea, but we basically did it. So this is pink Himalayan salt. It's pink because it has traces of minerals in it, and when you eat it, tastes like salt. I'm gonna add a little bit of sea salt to fill in the gap because the pink salt is thicker.
Wait, I wonder if you can get like a salt Damascus.
Salt Damascus? We're making salt Damascus right now. This is sea salt. That original chunk I put in my mouth is still in there burning my tongue. Just bon appetit.
Put on that safety equipment, let's get safe.
Always ingest a lot of salt before doing this.
It's electrolyte, it's what you're supposed to do, right?
Yeah. I also upgraded to the blue collar boots, just in case I pour molten salt on my feet. I forgot my salt. Here we go. This is our kiln. I'm gonna go ahead and not put this in. I'm gonna put the lid on and we're gonna let it warm up a little bit and then we'll put it in.
Where are you going? Whoa, Kelly, you look different. I see you're lighting it with the safest method imaginable.
Yeah, before you do this, you're gonna wanna wet your concrete so that it doesn't catch on fire. This should actually probably not get wet so it doesn't explode, you know?
What do you mean explode?
Well, when moist things get wet, the moisture...
It causes the water to instantly boil and explode.
That's in there so that we don't explode.
What is it with all the explosions, dude? I just want to be able to cast salt normal style.
Before we put our salt in this kiln, we gotta light it up to preheat it. Lid, crank the gas a little bit.
The fact that you lit that right next to the propane tank is fantastic.
I'm gonna put the lid on. Smells like a bakery already.
Sheesh, look at that. Why'd you salute it?
I don't know.
Heat waves.
You think that little thing's enough to fill that? Probably.
I mean, I'd say it's probably enough. If you took that much salt, slapped it in that size of a container, it's overflowing. Like it's about that time.
All right, ready? There's something in there, I don't know what that was.
Is it solidly on? There go the fumes. Our neighbor just started waving at us. We are not entirely sure who he is. He seems friendly though.
Why is it cracking like that?
Yeah, I have no idea.
Who's that?
Is that supposed to happen?
I don't know.
I feel confident in this experiment.
I don't. Everything in there is the color of that. It's just straight up orange, tangerines.
A bit like Kelly. Golly, that thing's a rocket engine right now. I'm scared to go directly above it.
Probably don't.
How do we know when it's ready to cast?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I guess we just look at it. Look at it like that.
It looks ready to go. Yeah, you just gotta go look at it. How's it looking? Because you're looking at it. Everything in there is solid orange.
Dog, I'm gonna be real, this smells delicious. It smells like a barbecue.
I don't think that smells delicious.
It smells incredible, you're lying to me.
No. That does not smell good.
I must have got brain damage.
You got that brain damage. I'm gonna go open the lid and look at it.
Are you sure that's a good idea?
What else am I gonna do?
That's fair. I literally can't make it.
I can't see any, it's just orange.
It's just straight orange. Oh, maybe some detail? No, full solid orange.
I think it might be ready. We're gonna give it like 2 more minutes.
2 more minutes?
2 minutes later.
I'd say it's probably about ready now, yeah?
All right, this is it. We're gonna pour into our salt mold and then our spoon mold. And if it looks like we might have enough, we'll go ahead and do our Let's get it done.
I think that's molten.
I'd say so.
It's hot. Ready?
Yep.
Apparently this stuff pours like water. 3, 2, 1. Oh wow, it does pour like water. You hear that sound? What am I pouring? Tea?
It's a very hot tea.
All right, 1.
That's 1. Oh my goodness, dude, that sound.
It's like
Dude,
clear.
look at it, it's clear.
Chunky spoon. I don't know if that's enough.
Yeah, I would do more in that and more in the salt.
I think the salt's perfect. We can't just throw more salt in there, right?
I mean, I don't think it'd be a great idea.
Let that cool down.
That is insane.
Should we lick it?
Oh, listen, listen, listen.
It looks crazy. Oh, is it like cracking?
Do you think it casts well?
Yeah. I mean, look at it. Look how much it's shrinking. The thermal expansion.
Dude.
I hope it doesn't crack apart, you know?
I mean, that's a long handle. I don't know, it might crack. This, pretty sure is solid.
The brick.
The brick is completely solid.
Oh yeah, there's not much left in there. Well, our spoon and salt shaker cooled down. We're gonna go ahead and melt some more so that we can fill up our axe. Okay, nothing happened so far, so I think that means it's good.
That's a lot more than you poured last time, big
It
dog.
sure is. I feel like I'm working with a ticking time bomb. You heard that?
I did.
Back on it goes. You think it'll self-light? Probably not.
We can try it.
Whoa.
Oh, and here he come with that dang flamethrower again.
What the Laffy Taffy?
What the bust? Oh, it's crackling again. What do you think?
Looking good.
The first one was successful, and so was the second. Now we just got to do the third.
It's been cooking for about 10 minutes. It's piping smoke. That means it's maybe ready. I'm gonna look at it. Don't mean no. That's not good.
Just straight orange. There's no shot I'm seeing into that.
Probably good. You ready?
Yep.
Here we go. Molten salt into our axe mold. On my axe. We ran out. Wait. What if we wedge it? Ah! It's an axe.
There it is, everybody, an axe.
It's an axe.
Dude, I'm nervous about the sword.
That's gonna be a lot of salt.
We're gonna need a bigger crucible.
We have one.
What do you think?
These two are still barely smoking. Gotta wait a little bit before we can pull them out. And the axe kind of looks like an axe. So while these cool down, I'm gonna go ahead and get started on the sword mold. Let's go.
It is time to cast this sword. Casting this is gonna be a lot more interesting than our other 3 items because this thing is huge and it's got a whole lot more detail. And I'm interested to see if the salt is gonna retain any of this texture. So it turns out this is not enough sand for us to finish the mold for our sword. So we're gonna go ahead and crack open the salt shaker mold. I think it's cooled down enough that we can open it up and see how it turned out. And then after that, we're gonna reuse all this sand for our salt sword. So here we have it, our salt shaker. Let's open this thing up and see how it turned out. Look at that, that's a little piece of it and it looks like metal. That looks crazy. Doesn't smell good. Maybe we can take this off. I'm guessing we can just grab onto it and pull it out. I don't know how fragile this is, but we're gonna find out. Right now, it just looks like a brick of charcoal, but I'm wondering if we give it a super light polish on the polishing wheel, if it'll start to look like salt again. But for now, I'm gonna reuse all this sand. Back to casting our sword. As long as I carefully cut out all these burnt areas, we should be able to reuse that unburnt sand. So all this burnt char sand, we don't want this. We're gonna throw all this out. It's okay, because we're left with all this stuff that we can reuse. Back to making our salt sword cast. We've got our nice soft layer of sand. Let's stamp our sword in. Lift the sword out very carefully. Oh, that actually looks pretty sick. All right, the sword sand mold is ready. Why is the sand moldy? That's weird. Now I gotta pick this up and bring it over to our pouring station. And I have to be extremely careful because this thing is fragile. I don't know if there's a standard way to do this. I'm so scared. Oh, I got it. Oh, off to the station we go. All right, it's time to measure out our salt. I think we might need 2 of these jars. 1 jar into the chamber. Okay, that filled it up. I'm gonna add a little bit more. Pop it off. And hopefully that is enough to make our salt sword. Fun fact about these things right here, crucible is basically made of just pencil lead. Look at that, got gorilla fist knuckles now. Let's go put this pencil lead in the forward furnace.
Do you want to move your car so that it doesn't detonate?
Yeah, that might be smart.
What you doing with baby powder? Wait,
Nothing.
what happens when you melt down baby powder? I think it's just cornstarch, so it would probably make like tortillas or something.
We got the furnace cooking. Let's go grab our salt and stick it in.
What? What? Hey, pause.
We're putting our salt in the furnace. Ready? This time, our crucible is a whole lot bigger, so this might be scary. Lid. Crucible in the chamber. All right, lid attached. Let's cook some salt.
What are you doing?
While we're casting swords, right now is a great time to let you know that before Mini Katana was a YouTube channel, it was a website that sells swords. It still is, which means that this sword from Genshin Impact is for sale by us. And we don't just have this sword, we have hundreds of swords, which means we've got swords from One Piece. I'm talking we got Mihawk, we got all of Zoro's swords, we have every Hashira sword from Demon Slayer, and so many more swords. Not just sharp swords, but we've also got dull swords that are great for cosplay and anime conventions. And if you want a sword that's just for fun, this one right here is made of foam.
Woo-woo! So it's not as dangerous.
Now let's go do something dangerous and pour this sword.
That looks really cool. Good soup. Hey, I think your soup is a little salty. All right, ready?
Yep.
Oh, that's terrifying. Settings good?
Yep.
Here we go, we're pouring in 3. Oh, if I can pour this good. 2, 1. It's spilling out. I'm really good at this. We go in the middle. There's a little bit of fire, as you can see. That's heavy.
Is it supposed to do that?
Yeah, it's supposed to do that. Yeah, this is completely normal. Yeah,
Careful, don't step on the other molds.
I won't step on the other molds. I think I melted my leg hair. That was a success, as you can see. Put this back. I don't know where to put this. See if we can make a salt brick. I missed. That's normal.
Kelly, would you say that was a success?
Success. Look at it bending up.
That's going inside of the warehouse. I'm gonna open the door a little bit more.
Yeah. As you can see, we have a little bit of spillage, but we've filled most of the sword mold. So the spillage shouldn't be a huge problem because we should be able to just break off what we don't want. And in the end, we'll be left with a 100% salt sword. After this cools down and the fumes go away, we're gonna open up our spoon and our axe mold. Then we'll open up our salt sword and see if we can slice this watermelon. Peter got reinforcements from our neighbor. Check this out. He got the Giga Girthy Mama fan. So here at the warehouse, we have these super fancy air filters. Usually the air filter is at 5, but right now it's at 616. So once all these fumes blow away and that number is more at like a 20, we'll come back out here and open up all of these salt molds.
Our spoon, axe, and sword have all cooled down, hopefully, so we're gonna open them up and see what they look like. Now, remember, we already opened up our salt shaker, and it turned out pretty crazy. And don't forget, we're gonna polish it down to see what it looks like. All right, I polished it down, and it just looks like a really ugly salt shaker. Let's see how the other stuff looks. I also ended up making a little salt brick. So let's pop this thing out and see what it looks like. That looks pretty cool. If a stone sword from Minecraft was real, I feel like this is what it would look like. After being melted down at 1500 degrees, I think it's finally time to see if this still tastes like salt.
This is salt?
It is salt.
I mean, it looks kind of good to me, I ain't gonna lie.
It kind of looks like a Laffy Taffy.
Okay, before you boys eat this, I need you guys to break it open and see what it looks like inside.
With
No
my
way
fingers.
you can
With my
break that.
fingers. Which one?
Oh! Oh!
Bent my nail back.
I see some pinkage.
Nah, this is exceptional. Cheers. Cheers.
That's
is salt.
Salt. Ooh.
Dude, I think I gotta try this. One. Yeah, that tastes exactly like
That's
salt.
salt. I mean.
All right, now let's open up our wooden spoon, and if it holds up, we're gonna see if we can season some food. Okay, it doesn't feel hot, so that's a good sign. What? The top side almost looks like normal salt, but when you flip it over, this looks like cast iron. Let's see if we can brush it off a little bit. This thing actually turned out really good. Besides it being all bulbousy at the end, it looks really good. I think our salt spoon is actually a success. Now let's crack open this axe. And visually, as you can see, it looks a little odd. Looks more like the shape of Florida than it does an axe. But let's see what it looks like when we pull it out. Is it all gonna stay together? I don't know. Amazingly, this is all one piece. Oh, dude, the back of our salt axe actually looks like an axe. I wonder if we can chisel off all this extra. I wonder if, no! The handle couldn't handle it. Now it's a mini axe. I'd say the axe was a 4 out of 10 success. All right, now it is time to open up our salt sword. I know it is very not pretty, but I'm very curious to see how the textures came out on the backside of this salt. Before I even take our sword out, I can already tell you that it's in 3 pieces. We've got a giant crack right here, just at the bottom of the blade, and a crack at the handle. So with that being said, let's open it up and investigate each piece. Here's the bottom of our handle. It actually looks pretty cool. It almost looks like a weapon. Let's see what our middle piece looks like here. This is the most intricate part of this sword. Okay, that actually looks so cool. See if I can dust off some of the sand. I don't know why salt turns silver when you melt it against sand, but it looks like an ancient artifact and it's pretty cool. I just broke it. Now, let's lift up our blade and see what we got. Oh, looks like it's in 2 pieces. So this is the blade, and if you listen closely,
Are you ready for this Sunday
it's like pop rocks. It just crackles. So we've learned that yes, you can melt down salt like metal. However, when it hardens, it is extremely brittle. So attempting to slice this melon with this sword will absolutely not work. But hey, if you like this video, you might like this other video where we forged 1,000 paper clips into a sword. And that was actually incredibly successful. So check that out. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye. You better leave before I assault you. Oh, I broke it! Ah!